Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to be Dutch braiding my hair and kind of doing like a Dutch braid hair tutorial, but also I'll just kind of be like talking during it too. So yeah, let's get into it. I like to use this like paddle brush I have to part my hair, and I just part my hair all the way down the middle to the very back of my neck. And then I just split it apart in the back, so then it's just like a straight part. Also, my part in the front right now is not very good, but it's okay. It's not that bad. Okay, so I kind of have naturally wavy hair, as you could potentially see. This is kind of just my hair. I showered last night, but my hair's kind of a mess today because it's kind of frizzy and weird and kind of dry. So I'm gonna wash my hair again, but not tonight. I'm just gonna be braiding my hair. Also, tomorrow is the first day back to school after the break, so I want to look at least kind of nice, if that makes sense. Like first day, second semester, and I want to look really good. So let's just hope I look good. So I like to use a claw clip to like clip my hair out of the way when I do braids. Usually I end up starting with this side, and then I do this side next. I don't know necessarily if that has anything to do with anything, but that's just like the order I always do my braids in. Okay, I guess since we're gonna try and do like kind of a hair tutorial, we'll just start off really kind of slow and show you how I do it. So I'm gonna go get my spray bottle of water so I can show you. So this bottle definitely used to have product in it, and it's just water now. It has been just water for like the past year and a half. I just use it because I've apparently am too lazy to like go out and buy like an actual hair spray bottle, but here we are. So I like to just spray that first little section, so kind of like an inch there. I just spray it with water, and then I go ahead and I take sort of, I'd say about an inch of hair out of like just like that top section right there. Also, I have some really weird natural layering. I don't really cut my hair like this, but I end up with really short pieces in the front. So I do have to kind of spray my hair down so then they don't stick out when I'm braiding my hair. So I'll just spray that with water, but if you want a looser braid and you don't want anything tight or super seamless, then you don't have to spray your hair. Okay, next you're going to section your pieces into 3 sections. So I do two different kinds of Dutch braids. This kind of Dutch braid that I'm going to be doing is one that kind of goes down and like behind my ear and down here. There's another kind of Dutch braid that will go up and down the back that I also do, but today I'm doing the one that goes down and behind my ear. Also, sorry for any background noise. My brother is like being really loud outside my door right now. Okay, anyway. So I'll take that into 3 sections, and I take the first section, the one closest to my face, and I tuck it underneath the middle section. Underneath the middle section. Then I'm going to take this section in the very back and tuck that underneath the new middle section. Underneath. Make sure you're tucking it underneath, or you're not doing a Dutch braid. Okay, next, for the first couple of pieces, I almost always spray it with a little bit of water and then brush it out, but you do not have to do that. Okay, anyway, you're going to take the new front section and take a small section from underneath it, add it into it, and tuck it underneath the middle section. You're slowly creating a Dutch braid. Then with the back section, take a small section of hair from the top of your head, add it to that section, and put it underneath the middle section, creating a new middle section. you're just going to kind of continue this all the way down. Grab a section and add it to your outer section. Place it underneath the middle section. Grab a section from the top of your head, tuck it underneath the middle section, creating a new middle section. And you're kind of just going to do this all the way down. This is kind of where I'm at right now, just behind my ear. And when you get to here, you're going to start grabbing from the back of your head instead of the front, because you no longer have hair in the front to grab from. So you're going to be grabbing from the back each time instead of from the front. So we're just slowly getting closer to the bottom as you're going. This will be pretty close to your ear. This is the last bit of hair I have left, and I'm adding that all to the very front section, tucking that underneath. And now that all of my hair is added into one single braid, you're going to simply basic braid it all the way down to your very ends. You're going to just take the section on the outside and twist it underneath the middle. Take the section on the outside, twist it underneath the middle, and continue that braid all the way down your hair until you're all the way to the very bottom. Then I do my hair ties a little differently than some other people. I've never really seen anybody else do this, but it's the way I've been doing it for years, so I kind of just always do it this way. I'm going to teach you just in case you're interested in learning. I just feel my hair ties don't break as easily when I do it this way. So, yeah. Anyway, we're very close to the bottom here. There's like water dripping down my forehead. That is the second time my camera has literally fallen over while I'm in the middle of filming. I'm like, what is wrong? I'm gonna have to like start duct taping it to my ring light, I guess, because it does not like to stay. Anyway, once I get super close to the bottom and I start running out of hair, sometimes I see that my hair is at like different lengths and it's super annoying. But I am just gonna take it down as far as I possibly can until there's absolutely no way I could braid any longer without little pieces starting to stick out. So usually I can get down to about that much. I have to grab a hair tie. They're like stuck on my hairbrush. Okay. So I just use these little like black hair ties. They seem to like not break as easily as plastic ones. That's totally fine if you use those plastic ones. Anyway, I take it and I start normally wrapping it around the same way anybody else would wrap it. But as I start going, I'll start going down the tips of my hair, so then it's catching all of that hair and there's no way any of this hair is going anywhere, as you can clearly see. So then I just tie it off really nice and tight at the very bottom, like this. And then the hair tie should kind of look like this, where it's like going down the tips of your hair. Okay, let's get ready and do this. So this side is more or less the exact same as the other side. It just kind of depends on the way you do your hair. If you have a harder time with one side versus the other side, I think this side for me personally is easier. Maybe that's why I always do this side second, because I genuinely don't take as long with this side. So I'm still going to take you step by step through this side just for the beginning part. So I sprayed this side, and then I'm going to take a section about an inch thick. This side of my hair is longer than the other side in these first few pieces, which is okay. It kind of does bug me sometimes, and maybe it bugs you too if some of your hair is longer than some of your other hair. I also like to make sure those sections are always even and very similar to the same as the other side. Okay, so then I'm just going to section it the same way I did the other side, where I section it into 3 equal pieces. I'm going to take the first section, the one closest to my face, and put it under the middle section, and then the one furthest from my face and put that under the new middle section, and we'll continue from there by grabbing, just for the first ones, I do like to spray it. It's not working very well. Okay. Spray it with some water to keep in all of my little baby hairs. Go ahead and grab a small section and add it to the outer section. Cross it underneath the middle. Go ahead and take a section from the top of your head, add it to your outer section, cross it under the middle. Then you're going to continue doing that from the bottom and crossing underneath the middle from the outside, crossing underneath the middle all the way down. Once again, once you get past your ear, you can no longer grab from the front, and you end up grabbing from the back of your head. You'll grab from the back of your head. Still, when you're doing the front pieces, you're taking those last pieces in the very back, adding them to your first original section, crossing them underneath the middle, and now that all of your hair is added, you can just continue that braid the same way we did on the other side, all the way down till you're very anyway, so I just went ahead and finished that braid off by myself. So they kind of look about the same. This one's a little bit more messy, but that's okay. Anyway, after you're done with your braid, you can go through and spray your hair down with some water on the top and brush it out with a brush to get out any bubbles if you do happen to have bubbles. I tend to get more bubbles because I have wavy hair, so it kind of just like randomly will stick up in places, which I find super annoying. So if you do like to slick your hair down a little bit so it's more uniform, then you can go ahead and do that too. I do love that look a lot. So anyway, I'm also gonna like post out another video teaching you how to do a voluminous, super full, super kind of luscious braid that's super cute for school in the winter months especially. I feel like when I wear that kind of hairstyle to school, I get a ton of compliments. So if you are interested in that video, go ahead and comment, leave a like on this video. I will definitely be posting that out anyway, but if you do end up liking this video and you found this tutorial helpful, then I would love your support, and yeah. Anyway, for now, I just love you guys. Jesus loves you, and I hope you have a really fantastic rest of your day.